Here in the United States, 3 in 10 American girls will get pregnant at least once before the age of 20. While 3 in 10 might not seem like a huge number, this adds up to more than 750,000 teenage girls getting pregnant every single year in the United States. An even bigger issue for these girls is that less than half of them will earn their high school degrees. Even by the age of 30, less than 2% of these girls will finish college. Teens who don't use contraception have a 90% chance of getting pregnant within the first year of becoming sexually active. Now, you may be asking yourself, what could I possibly do to help? Whose job is it to teach teens about becoming sexually responsible? Well, I'm here to tell you, comprehensive sexual education not only decreases the number of teen pregnancies, abortions, and sexually transmitted infections, but also increases the average age at which teens lose their virginity. By the time teens reach the 12th grade, 65% of them have had sex before. The goal of sexual education should not only be to promote abstinence, because this simply doesn't work. According to Planned Parenthood, young people aged 15 to 19 were 50% more likely to get pregnant with abstinence-only education versus those who received a comprehensive sexual education. In middle schools that provide a comprehensive sexual education program, boys are 16% less likely and girls are 15% less likely to have had sex by the end of their 8th grade year. The same way that math and science helps these kids to understand the world around them, sexual education is an important tool for understanding a student's bodies, desires, and future. This education seems to be the most effective when it begins at the start of puberty and gives children a clear message with strong support. In 2005, Catherine and David Hall explored teen pregnancy rates across the country based on their level of sexual education available. They assigned a 0 to 3 level to the education, 3 being a completely abstinence-based program and 0 being no abstinence taught in the education program. Level 3 states average 73 teen pregnancies per 1,000 girls, while Level 0 schools only average 58 girls per 1,000. This shows that teens with more abstinence-based educations are actually more likely to become pregnant. Research done by Advocates for Youth have shown that sexual education programs not only decrease pregnancies, but also decrease abortions, sexually transmitted infections, negative sexual behaviors, the average number of sexual partners, and instances of unprotected sex, while also increasing the age at which sex is first initiated and the use of contraceptives. Now you may be thinking, shouldn't parents be responsible for teaching their kids sexual education? Well, the answer in short is yes. The most effective form of sexual education is when schools provide a comprehensive education that is continued and supported at home. Open and honest conversations seem to have the greatest impact on young people, but many parents miss this opportunity because they are uncomfortable, unsure how to begin, or just flat out too busy. It is a matter of public health to ensure that our youth know how to take care of their own reproductive health. Who decides what kind of sexual education is provided in public schools? There's 2 different kinds of federal funding available for sexual education. This means that the decision is made by the legislators of each individual state. Since comprehensive sexual education is continuously proven to provide the lowest numbers of teen pregnancies, abortions, and STIs, we need to encourage our local representatives to pursue an active and highly educational program for our youth. According to the Journal for Preventative Effects of Middle School Comprehensive Sexual Education with Family Involvement, the national data proves that programs that cover abstinence as well as contraceptive and condom use, often referred to as Abstinence Plus, have the lowest instances of teen pregnancy. The NCBI encourages middle and high schools to provide sexual education as a part of every single science class, as well as addressing risky behaviors and future planning in social studies classes. In order to see these changes implemented, we need to reach out to our local senators and encourage them to look at these statistics that are available and push for comprehensive sexual education in all of our public schools. Teen pregnancy is a very scary thing. It can really change an entire life. We want to encourage educated, informed decision-making when it comes to family planning. We want to encourage our youth to practice safe sex and understand the consequences of their actions. The best way to do this is to support a strong sexual education curriculum across Florida and hopefully even across the entire nation. Thank you.